Hello, everybody. Oh, good. We got people jumping on. Good. Okay. This was a total disaster this morning. Hello, Nancy. Hello. If you are hopping on, give a thumbs up, say hello in the comments, let me know you're here. I have had really some kind of morning here. So it's just crazy. Hello. Alexa, play K-Love.
Getting the K-Love station from iHeartRadio.
Okay. Oh, good. We got some jumping on. This has been a disaster. Hello, Mona. This morning has been rough. Sorry that I'm running a little late. Just had a crazy morning. So let me get some. I haven't even been able to get set up. Hello, Julie. Hello, good. We got people hopping on now. Facebook did some weird changes, and I could not find the live button. All it will tell me on my phone is create a room. So I was searching everywhere for it, couldn't find it. It used to be just right at the bottom, like comment and like, comment, and then there would be like a few other things down there. Let me see, I'm looking at it. But now it has room with a little video tag to it. And so I'm like, what happened to the live button? Because it used to be so simple. You would just get there and it would click a live button and it would be there. Well, somehow they took that away and they kind of hid it here. Oh, good afternoon. Good morning, Maria. So they hid that button, so it's not along the bottom at the comments, which I guess they removed it because sometimes it's just easy to hit that live button and people do it by accident. So they hid it, and now you literally have to, it's along the side. In my phone, it was in a weirder spot, and I finally found it. I'm like, so I created a room. And then I'm like, okay, this is not where I need to be. So that took me a while. That was like 15 minutes of searching for, where did this live button go? Can we not go live no more? We just have to create rooms. And when you create a room, you literally have to invite each person individually. It was a mess. I was panicked for a minute. So, but here we are. I found it. It's hidden now. But at least it's still there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know I'm a little bit later, so we don't have the usual amount that we have on. Sometimes it's around lunchtime here. If you're Eastern time, it's lunchtime. You know, if people are out working and they are literally at their jobs, they would probably be going to lunch right now. But my morning was crazy. The thing that I had originally planned, which I'm still going to do anyways, it showed up yesterday in about 200 pieces. So I don't have that, but I have the smaller version. And the larger version, I just wanted to be able to do it on the larger version, but I can't because I ordered 2 of them and both of them were in pieces. So my UPS guy, who I'm gonna name him Ace Ventura Pet Detective, because when this gentleman that delivers that I notice whenever he shows up, my packages are either, he literally just tosses them. Like, he'll throw them in the yard. He don't even bring them up to the porch. He has left them down at my mailbox. I'm on a rural route, and with a string of mailboxes on a main road, he has stuck them down there and set them against the post of the mailbox. But so yesterday, he must have been pretty rough with the packages. Could have been before him, if not, but I refer to him as Ace Ventura because he just is rough with the packages. And my little things came and they were shattered. So he had to be really rough because usually they're packaged really well, and they were bubble wrapped, so I don't know what he was doing. I have no clue. But I still have them. I just don't have the bigger version, so we're going to work with the smaller version. And it's these awesome cutting boards. I got the larger cutting boards. These ones, we've done these before, and these are the smaller ones. Let me get you some sizing. I was super excited too for these big ones to come because I've been wanting to have a bigger one, and I'm gonna literally leave it out on my countertop because these are almost like photo frames. So this is the smaller one, but please keep in mind I'm gonna have the large one coming. And I got a super great deal on them, and I'm passing that deal off. Now the next ones I ordered the 2 of them that I ordered, I wanted them to be here quicker for today's live. That didn't happen. They got here quick, but in 200 pieces. So the other ones will be coming, they come freight because I got them on, they come in skids because I order so much. These ones just came, regular UPS. So the other one should arrive safely. But these are the cutting boards. This is the smaller one that we've done before, which I love these boards. These ones are 11 by 8, almost 8. And the big ones that I got coming are, let me get you the size. They are so much bigger. And I really wanted them. They are 11 and a quarter by 15. So they are much larger. So 11 and a quarter by 15. So they're almost all around. They're at least 4 more inches longer than this one. And they are 11 and a quarter by 15. Oh, they're much nicer. I wish I would have had those. I'm crying. I actually had considered not doing these today, but I already have them coming, so I want you to get in on this deal, and these would be great for Mother's Day. So we got Mother's Day coming up, and we have Easter coming up, and these make such nice gifts because you can do so much with these. They, to me, are like photo frames that you leave out on your countertops because they turn out stunning. We've done them before, so we're going to use the smaller ones. But again, I have the larger ones coming, and they should be here within sometime late next week. They'll be coming in on freight. So just so you know. But we're going to make these today, okay? And I'm actually going to, I really wanted this one. I'm going to do the kitchen conversion. chart, and this is the design, the one that I have. This is the one that I have in my shop, and this is one of my #1 selling designs that I have is the kitchen conversion, and this is beautiful. Wait till you see how pretty it turns out. Julie says she loves them for showers and wedding gifts. Yes, they are perfect because you can totally customize them. Let me go get my gloves. So for these, you are going to need heavy duty gloves for these, okay? Good morning, Char. Love your hair down. Oh, thank you, Tina. Usually I kind of just use these. These are like beauty styling tool gloves for a lot of my items, because some of the items, as you know, when you get them off the press, are coming off at 400. They're hot. Most of the time you can get away with this. But because we're doing the glass and a lot of times like slates and stuff, I use these. These are just OVE gloves, OVE. You can find them right on Amazon. You can search for them. I think Walmart has them online. I'm not sure if they have them in store, but believe me, you're gonna need these. And these are great to have for, you know, a lot of the items. Even for, I use these when I do my tumblers and my mugs in my convection oven. I use the OVE gloves for them because they come out steaming hot at 400 degrees. So these are an awesome investment, okay? And then we got the glass cutting board. And remember, this is the smaller version. The larger version is almost double this size. It's 15, I just told you guys, I forgot it. 11 1/4 by 15 1/2. So it is so much larger than this. It is a really nice cutting board to have on your countertop. But unfortunately mine wanted to come in 200 pieces. But we're moving along, all right? Design. This is the design. It's in my Etsy shop. It is the kitchen conversions. I also have it as not as the wooden one. I also got like a white gray marble background one in there if you like that better for your decor. If not, so many designs will fit on these cutting boards and they're easy to do simply because they are a rectangle shape. It's so easy to make your own designs, or there's so many designers out there that have designs for cutting boards. So the sky's the limit really with these. Or you could just do a photo, a family photo, and have it sitting out on the cutting board, on your countertops. All right, so let's get started with this. Now I'm going to show you my technique for this, okay? Oh, and one other thing that we really need, and I got to find it. Silicone mats, okay? You can buy these are placemats, baking mats. They can go up to, I think, 500 degrees. I get these right on Amazon. These are silicone baking placemats, okay? So you definitely need this for this project. All right, some of them, you can buy the heat mats, but they're like $90. I've used these and they work just as well. And really what it is, the purpose of it is to keep the heat trapped in it, okay? I do use my, I'm using my 15 by 15 press for this. All right, and I am going to use my large, as you can see, I just got a new one, but I'm gonna use this one today. I'm using my large Cricut Easy Press mat, and I do recommend that just because I like to give it some cushion because it's glass. I used to do them without them. I tried a few in the very beginning, and the pressure was so touchy on these that you don't want to crack it. And I noticed when I didn't have this little bit of cushion, I was cracking it. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do them without it. I just was not successful with it, okay? So I put that on here, and I'm covering this. If you're new, unwax the butcher paper. You can get it in a roll, Sam's Club, Costco, online. You can get that, even GFS, Gordon Food Services, has the butcher paper rolls. And you will definitely need that if you're new to this. You will absolutely need that for all of your designs, because it helps with transferring ink images to other projects, okay? So always protect your surface with it. Take a piece of paper, put that there. And we are gonna preheat this, okay? Just slightly, and I wanna check my pressure and get it right. So I'm going to load this up as if I was gonna press it. And I'm gonna put another piece of paper over that. I am gonna put this in here. And really, my biggest thing is right now I need to check for pressure because I don't have this preset. All right. I want enough pressure on it, but I want heavy pressure on it, but not heavy enough to crack it, okay? And with this, you're gonna need to preheat it. I always do. I give it a little bit of pre-press, just maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds. All right. But my biggest thing is I really needed to get my pressure set. All right. You really want like a heavy pressure, but not heavy enough to crack it. Kitchen towel, big money makers for charity events. Oh, that's an awesome idea, Bethany. Well. Get this out of the way. Yeah, cutting boards are awesome gifts. They are really good sellers. Personalized cutting boards, and they're really good around the holidays. Mother's Day is very good for them. Christmas is always good. Valentine's. And then like special occasions, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, they're always a good seller for those. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I'm gonna get this design ready. So I printed it out, and I printed out this image slightly bigger than my cutting board so that the whole cutting board is covered. Okay, so when you do that, you are gonna want, we call that a full bleed, meaning it's completely covering the whole area. And it's literally bleeding out slightly around the edge, so that when you get your design pressed onto your substrate, it has completely covered it, okay? So when you hear people referring to full bleed, when I first started, I was like, what do they mean? That's exactly what that means. It's fully covering and it's bleeding a little around the edges. All right, this isn't hot enough. I can at least handle this, but believe me, I'm not gonna be able to handle it once it's done. Oh, and for this, for cutting boards, you do not need to mirror your image. Most of the time, in almost every circumstance, like 99.9% of the time with sublimation, we mirror image because we're pressing it onto the surface. This is literally coming from the back and showing through the front. This does not need to, your design does not need to be mirrored with this, okay? And I'm just gonna center this on. Whoop. Look at me, see, I'm so used to doing that, I'm putting it down face first. All right, this does not need to be, this just, I don't even know where I was going with that, sorry. This, we're gonna center it onto our design, onto it. You could slightly see through this a little bit too, so it helps to be able to line it up a little better. Just going to tape this down really well. And this is going to be coming through the back to show through the front. And I've had a lot of questions lately about heat tape. People's heat tape is leaving marks and images and like stickiness and maybe some yellow marks. Make sure that you use a good, reputable place to purchase your heat tape. I wouldn't recommend always Amazon, not saying that you can't get good tape off of there. You just don't necessarily know what you're going to get. I don't use Amazon a lot for a lot of things, okay? So here we are, as you can see, slightly bleeding out the edges, meaning it's going to cover the whole substrate, okay? Can someone tell me what program to use to get a full sheet? I go between Silhouette and Photoshop. All right. Okay, so now that that's on there, I am going to do photo side or transfer side up. All right. So we have our Cricut Easy Press mat, our butcher paper, then our design, and transfer side up. Another piece of butcher paper, and that's going to help with the transfer coming through. And then I'm going to place my mat on top of that. And then again, my paper. And a fairly heavy, medium heavy press, just enough to make sure it's tight on there, pressing it firmly, but yet not cracking it, okay? And I have the time and temp I got for that is 390 at 400 seconds, all right? And remember, don't mirror image your print, okay? It comes out straight. Can you download Silhouette for free? I think there's a regular, I have the business edition, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's a, like a free part of that. I don't know, I think it's limited to what it does, but I'm pretty sure that there's a Silhouette free edition that you can use. But again, I think it's limited, so I'm not sure. So Bethany said you can. Okay. Trying to go back, sorry. Can someone tell me what program to use? Design space is only 6x9. Oh yeah. I definitely go between Silhouette and Photoshop. Depending on what I'm doing, that's what I do. Those are the two things that I use. Okay. Oh, time and temp is 390, 400 seconds. And like I said, like a medium heavy pressure. Just, you want it to be a good solid pressure on there, but not enough to crack it. Okay. And if you're new and you're just watching in and you're lurking in the background, make sure you get yourself a notebook to keep all your times, temperatures, important notes about everything. As you can see, I have lots of stuff. I have one for sublimation and I have a laser machine, so I have another one for a laser. Because there is no way, once you get all of these, you know, substrates, and you're doing so many of them, that you're going to remember and you're going to recall what the times, the temperatures, any important things. You need to write that down. That way, once you have that perfected to, you know, it's working for you, and that's the time and temp and everything that you need, then you need to have that wrote down. And make sure that you do that, because you'll never remember everything. There's so many things that even I do, and I do them on a regular basis, but I'll tell you, when I'm switching between them, I'll be like, I can't remember. Is that 400 degrees? Is that 390? Is it 45 seconds? Is it 60? So everything is wrote down in that book. Yeah, yes, Stacy. Absolutely get a book. You know, like I just bought this one here. I think it was Dollar General. I got another one over by my laser cutter, and I do that one, and I keep that just for laser, because I'd forget everything. My goodness, sometimes I can't remember what I'm doing in the morning or what I walked into the kitchen for, right? So 390, 400 seconds, we're about halfway there. Oh, and these, when you get these cutting boards, it's nice because they literally will come in that, they come in this plastic sleeve, and you get rubber feet with them, okay? So these will go on the back so that they sit nicely. Once this is done and it's cooled, we'll put these little silicone rubber feet, and it helps you when you're using your cutting board. It sits nicely and it's not sliding as well across on your countertop. Okay, so all of that comes together when you get them. And I'll tell you, when I package these up and I send these back out as finished products, I literally wrap it back up. I do put the feet on them. When I finish the project, I put the feet on them. I put it right back in this plastic sleeve, put it right back in this cardboard box, let the design show up nicely through here so that when they see it, you know, they automatically see their beautiful design already peeking through the window. Okay. And then, of course, I bubble wrap it. I'll put it in a box with more bubble wrap, and then I'll ship it out that way. These, oh, let me tell you the price on these. These are going to go for $8 each. And let me tell you, that is an awesome deal. I've been working and working with a rep to try to get these. Most times, everywhere I find them, they're like 10 bucks for these large ones. So I was able to get them, and they're going to be $8 each. Awesome, awesome price. I was super excited. I have 250 of them. And like I said, they should be here next week. They'll be coming in on crates because they'll be freight crated in, okay? Since I have so many. Usually when I buy big bulk, it comes in on freight, and it comes in on a crate. And they usually bundle it and package it really well when it comes in. I like getting the things better crated to me than I do by my Ace Ventura UPS man, because he is rough with packages. Just the one. The other one, whenever I get delivered, he's fairly good. But it's just, I've noticed that just one of them is a little rough. Okay, so these are going to be $8. As soon as we're done here, I didn't have a chance this morning. I've had a little bit of a crazy morning. I'm trying to get a bunch of shipments and things out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a post for them so that we can go ahead and start getting them out and getting them going for you so that you can order them, okay? How much do they sell for? The finished ones, I noticed that the small ones sell for $25. Let me look, because that's a good question. I've not done a whole bunch of these big ones, to be honest with you, like selling them. I usually just have the little ones. Let's see what the average price is. Oh, well, I see one here for $50. I see another for $35, $35, $32, $35, $35. So the larger ones are seeming, because the smaller ones that I'm doing right here, which I'm doing right now, they go for about $25. Looks like the larger ones are going for around $35. So there's a great markup on these. Like I said, usually when I get these, they're like 10 bucks a piece, but I got a great deal on them. Germany, hello. Hello from Germany. Oh, okay. So let's just peel this away. Let's see. And I've cracked many of boards over my time, so we always hope for the best. Moment of truth, and very important, make sure you wear these gloves. You are going to need them on these. This is 400 degrees for sure. Okay, look at this. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Can you see? I know I got a little bit of a glare on it from the light that's over there, but look how beautiful. These turn out stunning. You can do them. I did Christmas ones. They were absolutely beautiful. I sold a lot of these at Christmas. So I know for sure these are great Mother's Day gifts. I sold a lot last year for Mother's Day. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that glare over there. Trying to get you, but the coloring turns out so nice on these. Yes, this is Millie, this is Sublimation. Okay, so the back, when you get them, the back is prepared and ready. And then and then it shows through, we sublimate it with the heat press, and then it comes through the front. Okay. But these are so easy to do. And for that price, the markup is great on this for you. And I definitely would suggest doing something like, let's try and get this cooled off, because once this is cooled off, I'm going to put the back feet on them. I would definitely suggest marketing these for Mother's Day. Customize them. The kitchen conversion one is a huge seller for me. But I would definitely suggest, you know, customizing them for Mother's Day. You could do photos on them, family photos, Mom's Kitchen. And these are beautiful, and I'm probably going to sit down later and make some designs, try to get it also into the Google Drive, but some designs for putting your own recipes on there. So, you know, scan Mom's recipe, hand-wrote card, Grandma's hand-wrote card, put it in there. That's always a big seller. Handwritten recipes. A wedding couple put their last name on there for their kitchen. It turns out awesome. So simple, easy. And these are so easy to do once you have the right formula down. And like I said, it's very easy. It's just make sure you have a little cushion, butcher paper, then your cutting board, then make sure. This is really one of the big secrets to this. And you see how even though this was covered, it still bleeds a little through. This is why you want to use butcher paper. But I use butcher paper in between them, and I don't get any transfer of ink, so I don't worry about that. This thing gets worn through. But this is it. This is like your secret weapon for doing slates and for doing cutting boards. Okay, because what this does is it holds the heat in and it holds it in evenly. And it's not so much with the cutting boards where you have to worry about that evenness, although these will haze a little if you don't get that even heat. But with the slates, it gets really tricky with them. And these right here, this helps so much. Yes, it's the same time and the same temperature for the small and the large. Yep, same kind of process, just the other one's a bigger board, that's all. And it's 11 1/4 by 15, so it's a nice size. And it will still fit underneath your 15 by 15 press if you're looking. It'll be right at the edge, but it will still work under there. All right, especially once you do kind of like I use this larger one, because the next size down for mats is like a 12 by 12. This is a 16 by 20. Even if you don't have a large heat press, I always say have this with you, because as you see, even though it's hanging over the edge, it gives me that full coverage when I'm doing like 15 by 15 and I'm not using my very large 16 by 24 press. So make sure you just, I would suggest getting this 16 by 20 Cricut Easy Press mat. Do you use the same in time temp? Where do you get the silicone mats? I'll put a link in the description. These are, I buy these in like a pack of 4 or 5, and they come Amazon, and they're really inexpensive. They end up being like $3, I think, a mat. Okay. The large cutting boards are going to be $8 each. I got them for an awesome deal. And usually when I purchase them, even, you know, they're like $10 each. So I got a really good deal on them. But I only have, I think 253. I I can't remember. I know I have a little bit more than 250. I might have 280 of them. I have 300 coming. I'm going to put 280 of them up, and I'll tell you why I do that, because I always leave some back just for mishaps. In the baking department at Hobby Lobby. Where do you get the silicone? Oh, you can get the silicone mats at Hobby Lobby? That would be awesome. I just buy them online, Amazon. Hello, James. Okay, so that's it. Super quick, super easy. These turn out stunning. I do have 2 weddings coming up, and I'm thinking I'm going to give them personalized cutting boards. Okay, look at that. Look how beautiful. And it's got that nice glass cutting board texture to it, because these can be used. Let me tell you, these can be used. Okay, so they're not just for sitting on your countertop. This can actually be used. I missed what you are using the silicone mat for. These we're doing cutting boards today. All right. I have large cutting boards. I'm going to make a post here, and they're going to be $8 each. Okay. And these look nice. You can just set them on an easel. I don't know if I have one available. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Sorry, I went missing for a minute. Okay. But you literally, I probably would have a nicer easel, but this is the only one that I have on hand. You can literally set them right in your kitchen. And they can be decoration as well as be used. And this is actually starting to get cool enough too that I can touch it now. Okay. And like I said, they come with these little silicone feet that you just press and put on, so that when they are using them, it literally doesn't go sliding across your countertop, because this is a usable board. Now, I always recommend that you hand wash, but I'll be honest with you, I've thrown them in my dishwasher. But I recommend that you tell your customers to absolutely hand wash them. That way it takes the liability out of your hands if they put them in there. Now, I would do it on, I do it on top rack, but I'm lazy when it comes to certain things, and throwing everything in my dishwasher is one of the things that I do. But I do not recommend to my customers, okay? But I figure if I ruin it, then that's on me, okay? But at least if you tell your customers and they ruin it, then that's on them, okay? But here you go. I've put the little feet on, okay? And then now it sits, so it doesn't move around, and it literally is a useful cutting board. See, like, it doesn't move at all. I can't move it. Okay? And then they can literally get a cute easel, and now it is usable, and it sits in it pretty on the kitchen countertop. Okay, easy peasy. I'm gonna finish up orders here today. We are going out of town. We had, that was a little bit part of the reason I was a little bit late this morning, was just trying to get ready. We are leaving, we have a funeral out of state to go to. So I'm trying to get things finished up here in the shop, make sure I get the orders out that I already have paid. We will be gone until the weekend. So actually heading out, I'm heading south. So it might even though it's beautiful here in Pennsylvania today, it's like 60 something. but I am heading south, so I'm hoping it's even warmer. We'll be in Alabama. All right. So I'm going to get a bunch of orders out. I am going to get this post done so that you can go ahead if you want to purchase these. Have about 280 of them that I am going to put up for grabs. And like I said, they're selling for around $35. So even if you were able to sell them for like $30, that's a good markup for you. Okay. 74 in North Georgia today. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's what I'm talking about. I'm excited to go and get some warm weather. So we are taking our home on wheels, as I call it. It's always our home away from home. We are loading up the camper. It's been away and, you know, for the winter. So we are getting the camper out today. So I've been trying to get all the laundry done, it's been put away for the winter. So it was winterized and now we are going to be in it. So I'm super excited. So we're taking the camper with us and we like to, I'm not a flying girl. So let me tell you, if I can avoid flying by all means, I avoid flying. So the next best thing is we bought a camper a few years ago and then we take it wherever we go. So it's our home on wheels. It is a pull behind, it's not a motorhome, but I love it because everything's in it. It's always ready to go. You know, just hop in and go. So Blue Ridge Mountains are great right now. Things are blooming. Oh, yay. So I'm super excited. So we're heading, I'm not excited that we're going for a funeral, but I'm excited that we're heading south and it's going to be a little bit warmer. So some other families going down too. So we're going to be down there with some of the family down there, and some is going down. They actually left this morning, so they're a little bit ahead of us right now. Gonna have to watch the notes. Yeah. I'll post this as soon as it's done. And so, but if you need me, I am just a message away. You can go ahead and message me. But just so that you know, any orders that are coming in, I'll be here until tomorrow. We're leaving early in the morning, but any orders that will come in like Thursday, Friday, they won't get out until Monday. Okay, but these cutting boards, they will not even be in until next week sometime. So that's the projected date. I'm thinking probably end of week next week. Okay, but this is the smaller version, so keep that in mind, please. The large version is going to be so much larger than this. It is 11.5 by 15, so it's going to be quite bigger than this. It's going to be a nice size cutting board. So just so that you're aware of that. But I'll go ahead and make the post. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to finish up my shipping, I have a bunch of cutting and stuff that I need to get done. Yes, Judy, they make great Mother's Day gifts. They were a huge seller for me last year on Mother's Day, especially with just taking a photo of someone's handwritten recipe. Like if you wanted to give it as a Mother's Day gift and maybe their mother had some handwritten recipes, and you just scan that into your computer and put it on, onto the cutting board, they turn out stunning. That was a huge thing last year. Okay. Alrighty, James, it's going, the link is going to be right here. I'm going to make a post right here in the group page as soon as I'm off of here, okay? And then you can just go ahead and order that way, alrighty? Alright, everybody, have a great weekend. If you need me, I am just a message away, okay? Alright.